there, Laura Johns, founder and CEO of the Business Growers. Thank you so much for joining the No Grow Scale podcast. We're going to talk about a very, very hot topic today, and that is personal branding for your sales team. This can apply to any business to business sales team. It can apply to, of course, managed services providers, telecommunications companies, IT providers, anybody in this space. All of this can apply really if you're selling to a business as a business. This podcast is for you. I'm going to jump right in and talk about some key components of making sure that your sales team can build a very, very solid personal brand to help them gain exposure for themselves personally and for your brand. What are we doing as we are, online, visible, growing our brands? We also should make sure that we are online, visible, and growing our personal brands so that we are, as people, building trust. Number one, as a human, it's a lot easier for you as a human to, again, I always say this: social media, people care about people. It's really important that we understand that trust building, of course, happens with really great branding and marketing, but also as a human, people are going to really lean into trust humans before they're going to trust a business. So this is really important as you're on the front lines for your business. So B2B sales in any environment, the power of personal branding is important because one, it helps you build trust. Two, it helps you attract the right customers. And then ultimately your brand attract the right customers. It really helps you differentiate from the competition. That if you're constantly communicating about who you are as a person and what you do and why you love what you do, why you're passionate about it, really helps you differentiate. Also, you become a thought leader. This carries into any job that you have in any career, whether you stay with the business that you're in or not, helps you differentiate, become a thought leader, and then, of course, generate business growth, which is important for all of us. So, okay, I'm using managed services providers as, of course, our example here, but I want you to take a second and just write down about you personally, what sets you apart as someone selling managed services. This can be your experience, your passion, how important this business and this work is to you. What are those things that set you apart? Take a few minutes. If you're watching this, you can pause it for just a second, take a few minutes, and write down what sets you apart personally. Now, these may be a little bit hard to see, but I want to talk about after you've got that. So make sure you pause until you get that dialed in. Then we're going to define your unique selling proposition. Includes a couple of things. So again, as I talk through each of them, stop for a second and write down your target audience, who you are selling to, who you primarily serve. Is it local small business, healthcare providers, educational institutions, who that person is? Dial it in as much as you can, their age, what their title is, what they care about, what they do in their spare time, all of those things. Go ahead and write those down. Then we talk about the desired outcome. What is the main benefit or result that you provide in your business? So this is a business result. You may help them increase productivity, reduce their IT costs, expand their market reach, able to scale their business because they have the support from your team. So write those things down now. You can pause if you need a second. Then your unique approach and skill. So your specific method or expertise. You offer customized IT solutions, in-depth technical knowledge, rapid response time, rapid support. What are those really, really unique things that you do? This could even be you personally. What do you bring to the table as a salesperson? And then key differentiator, what sets you personally apart from someone else selling the same thing that you're selling? Other people on your team, what sets you apart from them, that the other folks that are selling or other competitors? Whether it's you understand your local market, you have innovative bundling options as a business, or you can, help them personalize their long-term strategy. What are those things that are unique to you and how you can differentiate yourself? And then once you have all of those, we're actually going to just insert those things here and create your statement. I help target audience that we just decided achieve desired outcome by your unique approach and skills, utilizing whatever your key differentiator is. This becomes your unique selling proposition. Now you have a unique selling proposition. And once you have that, you take that straight to your LinkedIn. So if you see here, I've got my UVP right here at the Business Growers. Of course, give me a follow if you have not followed me on LinkedIn yet. So you can see here, that's the first thing you do to start to build your personal brand is make sure that that's put on everywhere, that if it's your if you want it to be your personal tagline in your email, whatever you want. So now we're going to talk about, now that you have your UVP, very important, we're going to talk about leveraging social media, the most inexpensive and easiest way to build your brand. So if you see in this sample here, it's kind of hard to see, but we want to make sure that when our brand shares something, that our people are engaging. You're going to really, really help extend that reach. So be sure you're, one, engaging with your prospects. Two, you're engaging with other team members on your team. And three, you're of course engaging with company posts. Really important for businesses to understand that if they can give your team incentives to do that, that certainly helps. And then here we'll talk about, just this is an example of a company. You know, if you share, you have a company post, the brand shares the post about a new product launch, then the company has, let's say, 1,000 Facebook followers. Here's what happens. You take that one post, an employee who has 500 Facebook followers engages with that one post. She shares it, let's say, perhaps. Now, of her 500 followers, 50 of them like the post, and let's say 5% of them shared on their timeline. So now you have, again, a ripple kind of. This is like a little example of a roadmap. But then you get a lot of secondary reach from her folks. And then if you have, 25 of those followers engaging or they start to follow your platform, now you have your social media, your business social media, now you have new followers. And then from those viewers, you can kind of see here, several of them will like the post. You can see there's just a major ripple that can happen to get into continued engagement here and really multiply. So really, if you read through this slide, you can kind of see just from Jane sharing, then her people see it, all of their followers that see it have some of their own followers. They see the engagement, the like, or the share. You really have the potential just from sharing your post. If Jane, your employee, shares it, you've got the potential to get, three. Yeah, I'd say, potentially if she has 500 and then you multiply from there, about 30,000 sets of eyes on your piece of content if people are sharing. If people are not sharing, engaging, then you don't have near as much opportunity. So you want to make sure that your employees are dedicated. And then you can kind of see here, this is kind of those numbers that I was going through. These are those in more detail. So Jane has, let's say we have 1,000 followers for our company. Jane has 500. Now her followers have been exposed to it. Secondarily, we have 30,000 folks, and then tertiary about 39,000 potential viewers. If you look at this graph, you can kind of see how we come up with that number. But basically, you can really, really, really make a huge, bigger, better impact for your brand if you encourage your employees to share those posts. And if you are sharing them on your personal brand, your personal pages and things like that, then of course that makes you look like a subject matter expert and a thought leader. Here are some ways for you to create content for your own business. Really, great tool. You can put this list on your phone. I have my phone right here. You can put this list on your phone and really just make an impact by showing how you're out and about, how you're knee deep in this industry, how you understand what's going on. You can take a selfie before you head into a meeting. You can take a photo at a job site, grabbing coffee with a coworker, taking a sweet treat to a client, videos about trends that you're noticing in the industry. If you're at a new client location or install, and then training and development. Of course, if you're at conferences or events for training and development, be sure you communicate about what you're doing at those to show your thought leadership in the industry. And then make sure you are connecting not just with friends and prospects, but with customers, employees, other businesses. You can totally reach out to these people on your LinkedIn and start connecting with them. And that really does multiply your visibility, because if you comment on a current customer's profile, the chances of them knowing other people that look and act just like them is pretty high. So if you spend, I suggest sometimes about 30 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day. If you do, right before you go to bed, do about 5 minutes of engagement with all of these audiences, that can really take you far. So remember, maximizing your voice. Every action counts. Every like, comment, and share contributes to your personal brand and the overall visibility and reach of content for your brand and you as a person on LinkedIn or Facebook or whatever that platform might be. And then exponential growth. This engagement can really lead to exponential growth and reach, turning a single share into thousands of potential viewers. Of course, community impact by engaging with company posts, employees, other businesses in the industry. It just really helps you build that larger community on your personal profiles and increases awareness for you and your brand and grows your potential customer base. So with that, that's really all I have to share. I know that most of it is really just about being more visible and being online more and engaging more. And it doesn't take that much effort. You just have to do it. So I encourage all of you to start building, to first find your unique value proposition as a person, throw that on your LinkedIn profile, spiff up your LinkedIn profile a little bit and start engaging with folks online. You will be amazed at what it can do for you as a person and for your brand. So good luck building that personal brand as a B2B salesperson. Let me know how it goes. Thank you so much. Also for, I didn't mention this earlier, but for tuning into the No Grow Scale podcast. If you are interested in hearing more fun facts about what, how you can grow your business through marketing, through things like personal branding and selling, we can help do that at the Business Growers, of course, but certainly stay tuned at here at the No Grow Scale podcast and subscribe so that you can keep getting these tips directly to you.